Okay, so 3 tips for if you find yourself getting a little bit nervous when you facilitate other people. Now, I've met a lot of people who hold space for others and they're very nervous because of how they might be perceived or how well the event will go. And it's very normal for people to overthink these things. So number 1 tool is to reframe your mind and reframe the sentences that you're using. So anxiety and excitement both sit on a very similar vibrational level inside our brains, right? It's a very similar feeling. So if you can reframe it and say, I'm excited, then you are going to automatically change the frame of the story so that we move towards the reward rather than away from it. So when we're going, oh my God, I'm nervous, I'm anxious, and how is this gonna go, right? That in itself is a avoidant survival tactic for the brain. So if we reframe it towards the reward, such as I'm excited, that moves us with more confidence and ease and helps the brain to switch into a different mode. All right, number 2 tip, it is crucial and pivotal to get the fuck out of yourself and over yourself, okay? And what I mean by that with the most open-hearted compassion is that when you're in this place and that anxiety may kick in for you because your reward center is doing the opposite, right? What you want to do is remind yourself that some of those people in that room are probably more nervous than you. And what you're there for is a role. You are there for leadership. You are there to hold space for other people. And so if you find yourself going inward with that anxiety of questioning this, that, and the other thing, get yourself out of you and remember that you're there to hold space, which automatically takes you out of the inward reflection and judgment and reminds you that you're here to hold a leadership role and hold a space. There are multiple people in that room potentially who have never done something like this. It is scary for them to be in that room. And if you automatically assume that, you will then help yourself to hold space for them better too. Okay, and number 3 is to validate yourself from within. Okay, you need to be confident within yourself about whatever it is that you're doing. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You can apply this to so many different situations. It doesn't have to just be facilitating. It can be any situation where you're expressing, sharing, holding authentically, is to validate yourself from within. All right, you're not looking for outside acceptance. And if you can validate your internal worth and validate that, yeah, this is something that I know. You know, I've studied it, I feel it, I live it, I breathe it, right? And if you are confident in validation within, you will automatically take away a lot of that nervousness and anxiety. So what I like to do is, if I find that I'm not super confident about something because maybe it's in the beginning stages and I'm not sure of myself because I'm not sure of the knowledge, I can see the clear difference in the way that it flows from me. And the trick is just to continually program that information into yourself. Learn it in so many different ways that you can feel it anchor into yourself. So if you don't feel completely confident, practice more so that you can validate the confidence in yourself to say, yes, I know what this is about, and it can then flow naturally. Learn as much as you possibly can in many different ways, and that way the information is nice and solid and strong from within. Okay, those are just a couple of tips from me around doing those things. Now, I'll even chuck in a number 4, okay? Number 4, something that I tend to do is I like to have a support person, right? And that support person might just be part of the group, part of the room. If it's a bigger event, I will, especially if it's been a long time, in between events or something that I've done, I will lose that sort of confidence in myself because I haven't gotten out there and done it in a while. So I'll have a support person, and I will use that person's energy, because when I look at that person believes in me, and I'm reminded in that moment, in their eyes, that they're there because they believe in me and they support me. So if I find myself nervous, I can always just sort of bring my eyes and my contact back to that person, or even sitting next to them, standing next to them, just allows that energy to sort of pick ourselves up. So support can go a very long way with a tool to get you to that space where you're fully confident. And if there's nobody that you can call on, I use the person in my head. I just visualize it, maybe they're in the room, and think of that one person that always makes me smile. So that's number 4. Hope it helps. Share us some of your little tips and tools on confidence with holding space or public speaking, or any time that you question your worth and your delivery.